Hello guys, welcome to techiv.com, your solution providers. My name is Jack and this is a tutorial on how to use CyberLink Power Director in order to edit audio that can later be used for movies and clips and any kind of raw footage you want. Okay, I have chosen an audio for my own personal use. It is called Icy Fire from Ed Sheeran, and we're going to edit that to show you how you can do it on the Wave Editor software. It comes with CyberLink Power Director as a package, and it is extremely helpful. Okay, so this is the program. Uh, Here you see the left speaker and the right speaker. Down here we got the master volume and all the tools we need. The play button, the pause button, the stop, the loop button, and all those other useful tools. Up here we got the timeline, and there is also a tool zone above the timeline. We can select and mark the area we want. We can select and mark the area we want, and then we can either choose to delete that area or cut it or duplicate it or crop it. So okay, let's start uh, from the beginning. This is what the original audio sounds like. Okay, so now let's say that I want to cut that part over here, so there are no gaps. There's just a continuously song, a melody going on. So I'll mark this territory. You see, this is let me zoom in into the timeline. So you see, this is a blank area, which means that there is no music or melody or instrument playing at this time. So I can choose to delete that or cut it, and the result would be, um, as you can see, the song will play continuously like that. See, that's the first thing we did to edit the audio. Now we can go to the more basic tools we have here. The effects. The effects are um, categorized in okay, that is the first thing we did to edit the audio. Now we go to the effects. In the effects we have many different categories: uh, volume, distortion, adjustment, generate, and special. Forget about VST for now. And each category has its own subcategory. So for volume we got boost. Let's see what that is. You just boost the volume. It's pretty clear, isn't it? Always make sure to click the preview button, so then by clicking the play button you can get a preview of what you're about to edit. This is the effect boost. Without me touching it, it was at 0 decibels. Oh, misty eye of the mountain. And this is what it will sound like if I put it on 10 decibels. Oh, misty eye of. Get the difference? Great. Now we can go to fade, but fade is an effect mostly used for songs that have low, but fade is mostly used for songs that are less than a minute long. So we start with an initial volume of 0% and we end at 100%, and by clicking preview and play you can see it starts very low, and as it goes it is coming up. But I'm sure you noticed by yourself that it comes up very slowly, and that is because it is a long track, so it takes a long of time to go to the ending volume. But what we can do is we can put the initial volume at 25%, and then the song will start at a higher initial volume, but not as high as the ending one. And that way it will turn up to 100% much quicker. Okay, so again in the volume category we got dynamic range compression, which is used for more detailed effecting. Uh, we can either turn it to full dynamic range, which is used for songs with many instruments that we want to clear out. Um, that's what the more detail is for, after all. And we can also use it for songs that only have a voice, like a cappella songs or the whoop boy bands, to boost the volume of the voice. You can get a preview, but it is not anything of importance for that particular audio. So you see, when you got a clear song, it doesn't make much of a difference. So we can leave that for now. And then we go to the distortion. Uh, Here we got the subcategories change speed and pitch shift. For some reason, people keep confusing the speed and the pitch of a song, which are definitely not the same. I mean, listen to this song at its regular speed, and now listen it at the double speed.
Oh, miss the eye of the mountain below.
But you can still clearly notice that the pitch is the same. The song hasn't gone up or down, it's just the same. Now if I play with a pitch, that's the original pitch of the song, and I can go up here to 6.
Oh, miss the eye of the mountain below.
Or down here to -6.
Oh, misty eye of the mountain below.
Both beautiful effects, but nothing to do with the speed, the pitch shift, and the change speed has nothing to do with the pitch shift. Now moving on, we got the equalizer, the adjustments. This is for more complex effecting. We can change the preset to any kind we want, like the 80s glam rock. Here we go. Hit preview. I know it doesn't make much of a difference to the amateur ear, but I promise you guys, I guarantee there is a difference to those of you who can track the difference. I'm sure it is very clear. Another example is we can use the acoustic version. We want something that gives us a big variety of all those attributes. so it is clear what we're talking about. Mostly what changes. Okay, let's use the dance preset. Get the instrumental. Okay, I hope now you got the difference between the different presets. But if you want to experiment with yourself, you can still play with all those attributes and see what happens. Okay, next we got the generate effects. We got the reverb, which contains the reverb of sparkles, room width, or room size, and this is a very interesting effect because you're about to hear why. Difference. At 100% is like the singer is at the other corner of a room, but at 0% it's like he's right in front of us.
Oh,
At
miss
least
the
that's what it's supposed
eye
to
of
be.
the mountain below.
Now the room size, just check out on your own what this is.
Oh, miss the eye of the mountain below.
See, it adds kind of an echo to the room around us because of the size.
Oh, miss the eye of the mountain below.
And if we combine all three together, we get something like that.
Oh, miss the eye of the mountain below. Keep careful watch of my brother's souls.
Now, I'm not pretty sure where this can be listened to or this can be heard, but it is still an effect. We can also generate silence for the first few seconds before we start, but there is no preview option for that, so just keep in mind that there is this effect, but you cannot preview before applying it to your audio. Then we can generate noise, like brown noise, let's say for 5 seconds, and this is the result.
Oh,
I know it's uh, very annoying, but it is still an effect, and it is used for many audio files, mostly for pop art audio, and you know those beats that you listen to the clubs all the time, like Martin Garrix stuff like that. So I'm going to close all those effects, and that leaves us with a last effect category, the special effects, which is okay. First, let me cut that out, and now we got noise reduction. So if you want to hear a preview of that, we got stationary, wind, and declick. Let's go with wind first. That's so nothing happened because I had marker at 0. But if I leave it up at 70, this is what will happen.
Oh, misty eye of the mountain below.
You see, the software is trying to generate wind to the voice, and this is the result. But I guess the solution is lying somewhere in the middle.
Oh, misty eye of the mountain below.
So somewhere around this area you would get the most realistic result. Then we got stationary.
Oh, misty eye of the mountain below.
Much of a difference because it needs more instruments to be heard. The stationary noise type, but I'm pretty sure you can get the difference between those two, the normal noise type and the stationary noise type, even with the voice. And then we got the click at 100%. Which again needs instruments to be heard, but it still doesn't do much. Then we got the uh, radio type. We got two radio types, the AM radio and the old time radio. You can listen to both of them.
Keep careful watch of my brother's soul.
Pretty awesome, I know, right? And here is the old time radio.
Oh, misty eye of the mountain below.
I know, no, and it gets better than that. Listen to the phone type when you're on the phone.
Oh, misty eye of the mountain below. Keep
Now, keep in mind that those special effects can be used for whole scenes of a movie, like a phone conversation where you cannot use a phone. You can do that through here, or a scene where you want something to be said in reverse. I'm not pretty sure where this can be seen, but I don't know. It might be needed somewhere. Here you go. Pretty creepy, huh? I know. Now for the last effect, I'm going to remove some of the first part of the song because we got too much voice and it's gonna take too much time of silence. So I will cut that out and
brother's souls. And should the sky be filled, brother's soul.
yeah, maybe I'll cut that out too. Here, that's better. So with the vocal removal we got this result. See? Big difference, huh? I know. I still haven't figured out where this could be used myself, but hey, it's in the software, so. And that's about it. But before I leave you guys, let me show you a last trick. Here in the distortion effects category, you see the speed can be more than twice the original speed. What you have to do to make an audio be played at 3 or 4 times its original speed is you make it first 2 times its original speed, click OK. Now listen to that.
And should the sky be filled with fire
And then this will be our original track, so we can again change the speed to times 2. Now keep in mind that this times 1 is the previous times 2, so this times 2 will be the original times 4. So there you go.
fire and smoke, keep watching over doing sun. Fire and smoke, keep watching.
See? Pretty neat, huh? Now let's undo that.
Keep watching over.
Yeah, that's better. Now again with a pitch shift, it's the same drill. You can turn it up to 6, and then again turn it up to 6, and you will have a total of 12. You can do that as many times as you want, but just to a certain point before it starts losing its interest.
Keep. And should the sky.
Now again with a pitch shift, you can and with a pitch shift you can do the same drill. Turn it up to 6, hit OK, and after the effect is applied, do that one more time, and you're going to have a pitch shift on 12. Now you can do that as many times as you want, but keep in mind that at a certain point it starts losing interest, and it gets a bit tiring to the human ear, unless you're a bot, of course. So listen to what the 12-bit shift would sound like.
Keep watching over to
Pretty fine, right? I know. So that's with a wave editor software that comes along with the CyberLink Power Director. Thank you for watching, guys. You were amazing. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I will do my best to reply. For more tricks and tips, visit techiev.com, your solution providers. And until the next time, take care.